I have the final video in the grade 7 GCSE maths series, so after this video, if you've watched all the others, that's all you need to know to get a grade 7 in GCSE maths. Today we have tree diagrams, which is a way to display probability of events. So there's a couple of things that you need to know about probabilities. There's a couple of kind of rules. So the probability of both discs being the same colour, or both events happening, so in this instance we have R and R, you have to multiply them together. So these represent colours of discs and choices. So what's the probability of me choosing a red disc and then another red disc? It's 5 over 8 times by 5 over 8, which comes to 25 over 64. The same goes for green, it doesn't matter. And next you have the probability that both discs are the same colour. Now this is a bit different because there's many routes that you could have to have both discs the same colour. You could go red and then red, you could go green and then green. So what you do with this, you've got to, what's the probability that you're going to have a red then a red? We've already discussed this, you just times them together, so 25 over 64, but then you plus it because there's more than one route that you can go down. What's the probability that you can get a green and then a green? It's 9 over 64. So you add them up, coming to 17 over 32. Now there's some things that you might want to check when doing your tree diagrams. Basically, on any set of branches which meet at a point, the probability must add up to 1. So kind of at each junction, the probability must add up to 1, because 1 is absolute certainty. So we can see this in our first branch. So the probability of red is 5 over 8, probability of green is 3 over 8. If you add them up, it comes to 8 over 8, which equals 1. And at the end, once you've found all the probabilities of each outcome, so 5 times the probability of red and red, red, green, green and red, and green, once you add those up, it should come to 1 as well. So that's all you really need to know about tree diagrams. They're not that difficult, to be fair. I hope you've enjoyed my grade 7 series and I hope it's helped you a lot. Stay tuned for my grade 8 series, which is where maths starts to get a little bit more tricky. See you later.